Okay, so hello. Today I will do a self-critical of my critical review one. My paper is about this question: Is engineering information entering a new transformation because of AI and platform learning? In this video, I will do three things. I will summarize my main argument. I will critique my work using the scoring guide categories. I will explain it, meaning what I would change to improve my score. My central claim is that AI is not only a productivity tool, it may change how engineers are formed, are educated. By engineering information, I mean more than learning facts. I mean how engineers develop habits of reasoning, validation, judgment, and responsibility. In my paper, I argue that AI changes information in at least three ways. It changes how we get knowledge, from books and lectures to the AI-assisted answers. It changes how we practice and get feedback. So before that, we uh, get the feedback and practice from teachers and peers, and now we do that using the AI system. It changes how we think about evidence and validation because AI outputs can look confident but still be wrong. The topic is significantly different with our group project because the group project is more looking for the AI in the in an engineer's daily work or more about the society influence, but I'll more focused on how engineers are formatted, are educated, and how we be how we be trained to be an engineer. So first, I think my topic and problem definition are clear. I did not just say AI is useful. I focus on a deeper issue, formation and professional judgment. Second, my structure is coherent. I start with my personal experience and then connect it to a course context and then move to a bigger argument. Third, I try to avoid pure tech hype. I emphasize that institutions incentives, and evaluation methods shape what AI will do in engineering education. These parts help my paper sound purposeful and organized. Now I move to the biggest weakness, my evidence and my sources. My paper currently reads more like a strong opinion essay than a critical review. I rely a lot on logic and personal observation. I do not provide enough external evidence. For example, I say AI checks verification habits. This is plausible, but I should support it with research. I can cite some studies on over-reliance on AI tools or automation bias, how feedback loops influence learning outcomes, error patterns in LLM outputs, and how users trust them, and the changes in assessment methods in engineering or medical training when AI tools appear. And now, because I did not do that, a reader could ask, is this transformation happening broadly or only in some classes or only for some students? Without sources, my claims feel less testable. So I can add a small set of high quality sources, not many, but should be targeted. And for each source, I should evaluate credibility, what the authors measured, and what their limitations are, and what part of my argument is support. The next weakness is that I did not clearly describe my method. In the paper, I'm doing conceptual analysis and historical comparison, but I did not label it as method, and I did not justify why it is appropriate. A critical review should make the reader understand what approach am I using to reach my conclusion. So I should add a short method paragraph like I use conceptual analysis to define engineering information. I use historical comparison to compare apprenticeship, university, and AI platforms. I use contextual contrast to discuss how different educational systems may respond differently. This small change can increase clarity and make my argument feel more rigorous. Another weakness is that many assumptions are implicit. For example, I assume AI will keep spreading into learning and assessment. I also assume formation and judgment are more important than speed and convenience. And also, the different education systems will integrate AI differently, but they do not clearly state these assumptions and they do not test them. To improve, I should do something simple. I should say if I should list key assumptions and say if this assumption is false, what happened to my argument? For example, if I say if AI is restricted in exams and assignments, then the transformation might be smaller, might be slower. It might be a change in study habits, not a structural change in information. This shows in intellectual humility and makes the argument more careful. A key part of critical thinking is to include strong counterarguments. In my paper, I mention risks, but I do not fully develop a strong opposing view. So I think I should add some counter arguments like AI is it's just a better search engine. It does not change information. It only changes efficiency. Or maybe the counter argument is the real problem is not AI but outdated assessment. If assessment changes to reward verification, it could become a training pattern, right? In a high quality critique, I should still man the best version of this counter argument, then respond carefully. So my response could be yes, AI can help, but only if we redesign evaluation norms so that verification and responsibility remain central. This will show I can engage with complexity and not only define one side. Another missing piece is a clear limitation section. Right now, I did not say clearly what my paper cannot prove. I should admit that my analysis is most conceptual and reflective. My cross-cultural comparison about China is only based on my experience, not a large data set. Transformation is a strong climb and needs observable indicators. So if I revise my tier one, I will do some changes. I will add a short method paragraph and also some credible sources and explain how it supports a specific claim and add an explicit assumption section and test assumptions and also some counter argument. Counter argument is, important and also a short limitation section that define what evidence would confirm or weaken my thesis. This change would move my paper from a good opinion essay to more like a critical review. So I think my theory one has a clear topic and a coherent argument, but I can still improve it. I need I need stronger evidence. I need clear method. I need counter arguments and also more limitations. Thank you for listening.